I don't think so.
Find the perfect job for your personality. Here are tips on how to find the right job for you are the co-authors of the book, The Career Within You. How to find the job, or I should say, the perfect job for your personality. Please welcome Elizabeth, Wagele, and Ingrid Stabb. Did I get your last name right?
Wagele.
Wagele, sorry. Wagele. Now, it's just like when I was in college and they said, you know, maybe you should have a test, Mr. Finney, to see if we can figure out what you ought to be doing. Is it like that?
Well, we think our test is a lot more fun than some of those awful ones that I remember I had in high school. But The Career Within You is designed to help you identify your greatest strengths based on your personality, or for you to help your friends figure out their personality types and their greatest strengths, and then how to shape your career around those strengths. If you're unemployed, how to use that to really nail your interviews and how to negotiate your salary and get a great job.
Now, in an economy like this, can you be that choosy?
Yes, you can be choosy in this economy. A lot of people don't realize that, but if you really work hard and if you take a lot of weeks, sometimes it takes 20, 24, 25 weeks of really working hard at doing the right things, networking, reading our book. There's a really good chapter. I can brag a lot about this chapter because it's mainly Ingrid who provided the information for this particular chapter on how to land a job. You can actually find a job.
I was just reading the other day something I'd never heard before, and it made sense to me. It said you should concentrate on your strengths rather than constantly trying to fix your weaknesses. Is that true?
Right. I mean, first off, you're going to create your own personal brand, and people will get to know you. So, for example, I'm what you call the adventurer, which is enthusiastic, great at social networking. So if I concentrate on that, I can do, I'm in marketing. Whereas Liz, she's the type called the observer, which has a lot of focus. She's great at acquiring knowledge, and she's great at creating cartoons.
Yeah, we like to talk about personalities because this system is about 9 different personalities that are very different. And we are 3 good examples. In fact, we're 3 in a row. The personalities are adjacent to each other. They kind of merge one into the other. And so we have decided that you are probably next to ours. So
we think you're the questioner.
We think you're a questioner.
Because you're a consumer rights advocate. You're great at questioning and getting to the heart of things.
Isn't it true?
No, actually, something funny about this this type that we think you are is that almost all comedians are of this type.
You know, there's a Michael Finney who's a comedian, so now that makes sense.
Makes sense. And
no relation.
And I like to do cartoons, so that I think that fits in with that too. I've done the cartoons.
We're running out of time, but I want to go through some of the list of things you ought to consider. So let's do that. Number 1, you have take inventory.
Right. So we have on our website, you can get a free strengths inventory on careerwithinyou.com, and you'll figure out your top 2 strengths that'll help you stand out in your job.
You say let your boss know what you're up to? Really?
Well, let your boss know what your strengths are and what your goals are. And oftentimes, you don't have to make it look like you're leaving the job, but your boss can really help you where you are in your job to help you get closer to your goals.
Otherwise, they're just seeing you in that box.
Right.
Right? Mm-hmm. Take a realistic look at yourself, your career, what?
We have a part of the book called The Other Side. I don't know if you want to...
Well, yeah, we have it divided into strengths, needs, and the other side. And that's the most fun side, actually. Especially when you're the cartoonist and you have to draw cartoons, you know, for your foibles and that kind of thing.
Right.
Yeah. But, and actually, it's also a good book for employers because you want to hire the right person for the job, not the wrong person. That'll make all the people in your office kind of upset because that person should be in that job.
Right, because they don't fit in.
They don't fit in.
Because you got to have the right personality type, correct?
Yeah. And you know, people are quitting their jobs because they're taking any old job because they're desperate.
Right.
And it's not the right fit. So you should really take time to read our book and choose the right job, the one that matches your true self. And this isn't to be kind of like any old job. If you read our book, you'll pick the practical job.
Very good. Thanks a lot for joining me.
You're
now,
welcome.
Elizabeth and Ingrid are giving a free career workshop and book signing. That's tomorrow at Kepler's in Menlo Park. It's at 7:30 p.m. Is that right?
That's right.
Okay. And information about all of this is on our website, along with a bunch of information about the book. Now, coming up next.